track cleaning cars. There's a ton of them out there. Here's my version coming up on the Baldy and Palms Railroad. Okay, so what I have here is an old New York Central Systems track maintenance car that I bought years ago. It had a liquid pad that would go on here and just drag on the track. So this thing has long been in salvage. I just had it in my toolbox here for a long time. So what I'm planning to do is use a friction-based type track cleaning system here. I'm going to use this little piece of wood. I'm probably going to see if I can float it underneath there and put some high grit sandpaper on the bottom of that. And then I'm also going to use some of this 3/8 nap roller pad, cut some of this out and float that also on the back side. So I'll have the sandpaper here on the front, and then I'm going to have the nap here on the back. And I'll try it on this car first. If this one works out really well, then I'm going to probably get another car and create the same function on another car. So I'll have two track cleaning cars running in tandem together to clean the track. So let's get started. Okay, so I cut these little blocks, and then I smoothed up the edges here. So now I placed one directly center under where I want to place it on the track. I've drilled 2 holes, small holes here, and what I'm going to use is for carriers are just regular 6-penny nails right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the nail in there and center it, and then I'm going to make a little hole, and then I'm going to pre-drill the block, and then the nail heads are going to come up from the bottom, and they're going to actually float there. And I could be able to take it off easy and replace the sandpaper that's going to be on the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. So I drilled a couple of holes, and I added the nails to the pin here. So what I did now, I'm going to take this piece of heavy stock here. This is it's real heavy. It's probably a few ounces actually. So it's going to be a good way down there. So I'm going to hot glue that on there. Then I'm going to use these sanding discs here. This is it's got adhesive on the back here, so that will just basically just stick right to here. I recessed the nails here a little bit, so those are actually inside the wood. So I'm going to cut this to trim this to fit and glue that on there, and we're ready to go. All right, so I've completed the friction pad. So the friction pad is just a little piece of wood with some adhesive sandpaper on there. We've added a little counterweight here, and then these are some restriction bars here, so when it's being pushed, it does not it forces it down onto the track. And I also added a couple of little tension springs to force it down onto the track. This is the cleaning pad on this side, and again, this is just a little 3/8 nap paint roller that I got double back taped to the frame here, and these are also on gliders. If you see on the track cleaning car, we have 2 holes here. I got this one and that one for the friction pad, and then one for here and one for that one for the cleaning pad. This is some extra weight here that I added onto the front truck. So the maintenance car will be pushed by a locomotive. So let me show you how it looks on the track with the friction pad and the cleaning pad under the carriage of the unit. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the carriage pad, the friction pad, and the cleaning pad underneath the unit. As you can tell, it's got a little friction there, and again, there's that little piece there, so when it's driving here forward, it's forcing it the backside down. And we also have the cleaning pad here that trails it and takes the dust off or the oxidation from what it gets from the cleaning pad, from the sandpaper pad. So I am going to take it out to the layout. We're going to hook a locomotive up to it, and we're going to push it around the track and give it a try, see what it looks like. All right, so we got the track cleaning car out on the track, and we got Santa Fe GP38 3441. One of my new additions to the Baldy and Palms Railroad. This is a Lion Chief Plus model, and I think it was perfect for this track cleaning mission here because it's real easy to set up the engine to get it going here. All we have to do is plug in the CW80 and turn it on, and we're ready to go. So let's give it a test drive and see how this thing cleans the track. Here we go. All right, seems to be working pretty good. A couple things I noticed, it's a little light on the back end here because sometimes it hits the switches and it gets a little drag from the front, so I need to weigh down the back. It's pushing the truck off, so this cab easily pops off, so I'm going to put some more weight over the trucks here. That's what this is. This is a counterweight to keep the trucks down here on this part of the car, so I'm going to do the same on that one. But other than that, that's the only modification I really need to do. Looking at this, I think I'll make that just a little bit wider next time, and that'll cover there, so then it covers the tracks all on the curves there. So I did this 3 times already, and look at that. It cleans it really well, so I'm really impressed with this. And this is, again, just a dry clean, basically. No alcohol on the pad. All right, I'm going to set it up. We're going to go around the top loop now and clean that track. Okay, so we're back at the workshop. We're started on some modifications on the track cleaning car. We added some extra ballast to the rear of the car, and we also built this little box here. We're going to cover the counterweight hip in the front here, and I thought about probably putting some headlights in. So I got some headlights from Evan Design. I'm going to put some headlights here in the front, and I already started putting some little yellow flashing lights here in the back, and we're going to operate that with a 9-volt battery here that's also going to go on top here and also add some extra ballast. So let me go ahead and move forward and finish up the modifications on the track cleaning car. Oh, another thing, I actually put these little glide slides here for the pad and for the nap there, so then we don't have the nails popping up out of here as a safety issue, and then also helps create the glide faction of the pad and the nap. So I'll be right back. I'll show you my when I'm done. I'll show you what what it all looks like. Be right back. So we've completed the modifications of the track cleaning car. As you can see, I added some weathering to the car. I added 2 headlights to the front and a couple of yellow flashing lights on the back control cab. So this thing's ready to do a little road test out on the layout. So let's take it out on the layout and see how she does.
All right, so we did a little run around the layout with the track cleaning car, and it seems to be working fabulously. We're at close to sunset here on the Baldy and Palms, and we got the headlights, and you can see the flashing yellows on the track cleaning car. So we're going to sit back, let this thing run around the track a little bit more, get ready for a good run session tomorrow. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.
Clear, proceed. Roger, we're good to go.